being me and Molly again. We are at the Meyers Beach area of the Apostle Islands on near Bayfield, Wisconsin. We are going to do the Lakeshore Trail Sea Overlook. This is the parking lot. Go over Molly's head. $5 to park. Unless you have a longer vehicle, then it's $8 if you have a long vehicle. Anyway, this should be about 1.8 miles to a sea cave overlook. Let's see, get started with August 28th, 2023. It is 5:15 p.m. It's about 80 degrees. It's a beautiful day. We're hoping to end this hike with a sunset, watching the sunset over Lake Superior. So we'll hope that that's the way this hike ends. Real quick, if you haven't done so already, we'd love you to subscribe to our channel. The subscription button is at the bottom right corner of the video. It's also down in the description area, down by the name of the video. Oh, my hiking companion is not going to like this, because going down means going back up. We were just looking at the undergrowth. Not only are the ferns lush, these little bitty evergreens are so cool. They're little bitty, I guess, pine trees maybe. And then of course the moss growing on the old fall down stuff is amazing. I love the paper, I don't know if these are paper birch or what they are, with the growth on the bottom. And I really like when they've fallen down and they're dead in the woods and the bark is just still intact but kind of fallen off. So neat. Yeah, I know it's the small things in life that make life interesting and enjoyable, and that's definitely a small thing, but I really like it. We've got 1.1 miles yet to go to the Sea Cave Overlook. We've come about 0.7, so not quite halfway. And now we're going to hit dirt. Very sandy dirt though, and roots. It's a very silty, sandy dirt. There are about 4 or 5 more overlooks past this first overlook that we're going to go to, but time-wise, that's all the time we have today, is to go to the first overlook. This has turned into a pretty adventurous hike, quite a bit more adventurous than it started out on the boardwalk. It's nothing terrible, but there's a lot of little bitty up and downs, a lot of roots, a lot of little creeks to cross, several bridges, which isn't adventurous, but it's nice that they have them, instead of having to go down and back up these little creeks. But that is the way they used to do it. There you can see the old trail going down and a little wood bridge and the trail going up. Not hard, but walkway bridge like this is sure a lot easier, and I'll certainly take it. Thank you very much to whoever made those. So if you're heading up to Bayfield, Wisconsin, to the Apostle Islands area, this is a nice little side trip. It's not very far off the main highway that takes you up to Bayfield. If you're going to Madeline Island or something like that, take this little, just a few miles off the highway, come down to Meyers Beach, and check this trail out. I think I was saying earlier, there's 4, 5, 6 more overlooks, something like that. The whole hike works out to be like 7 or 8 miles. And I wish I had more time to do it, because I'm pretty sure the views of the sea caves would be worth it. But I'm going to have to stop at one. And some pretty uneven steps going up. That's where I'm saying it's not the easiest hike by any means. I haven't done the whole thing yet, but I'm getting close to the end. Oh, that's a very nice bench. Somebody made out of fallen lumber, it looks like, out here. Good job, whoever did that. Anyway, what I was saying was I haven't completed the whole trail yet of the part I'm doing, but I've seen probably enough of it to go ahead and give you my difficulty rating on the old guy hikes scale. I would put it at a 3 hats out of 5. Unless something changes. It's definitely not a 4. These little up and downs are not that hard. And it's definitely not a 2. There's enough up and down to get you working. And there's some stumblies that you could stumble on. I'd put it at a 3. Definitely doable, but it's a little bit of a workout. I think I'm getting to the first overlook here, which is going to be the end of my trail today. I just got to figure out where I'm going. Looks like there's a trail that goes out on it. Let's go check that out. It's a little bit of a jut of land sticking out over the water. There's some kayakers out in the water, I think. Yeah, there's some kayakers down there. We got some thunderstorms, but they're quite a bit off to the south, I think. I don't think they're going to be anything that we're going to have to worry about. This is really beautiful. Definitely. Oh, mosquitoes are flying right in my eyeball. Molly didn't make it out here with me. She turned around because she wants to get set up for sunset. She would not have enjoyed this anyway because this is way too sketchy for her. She doesn't like heights. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to come all the way out here on the end. It's very slick, but there's some things to hold on to. So we are out here on this little jut of land over top of the sea caves down below. There's Minnesota over there, I think. Maybe part of Wisconsin. There's a bunch of kayakers out on the water. Probably very hard to see. I'm going to change to a cell phone so I can zoom in, and we'll try to add some of that video as well. It's really hard to see the skyline or the horizon because it's a storm there's a storm to our south, and the clouds and the water are meeting, and they're about the same color. But I'm up here on this jut of land that comes out. It's a very narrow walkway, and there's some trees I'm kind of clinging to out here. I'm hoping not to drop my cell phone. There's some sea caves down there. Below, the water's super clear. Here comes a stand-up paddle boarder. See if I can catch. There were a bunch of kayakers just a minute ago, but I think they moved on far enough that I might not be able to catch them. See kayakers out there. Maybe I can just catch them. There they are. Okay, I better call this good and start heading it back. Excuse my finger, I'm using my phone. So I gotta start heading back and try not to fall down this cliff. Alright. Wish me luck, folks, because I'm also got I got no hands. I'm gonna hold the, just so you know what I'm doing, I got one hand free. I got my GoPro and my phone in one hand, and my other hand for holding on, because let me tell you something, this is precarious. I'm gonna lean up against this and get some views of that down there for you, because that is really pretty down this other way. It's just a little inlet. The water is super clear. Oh my gosh, this is just beautiful, guys. I really recommend Apostle Islands. I really recommend Meyers Beach and the Apostle Island Sea Cave Trail. Alright, we're going to walk back this way. As long as I don't trip this last few feet, I think we might be good. Let me get another better angle. It's kind of hard to get all these angles here. There's another angle from this way. Oh, there's Miss Stand-Up Paddleboarder out there. Here comes some more paddleboarders. Where'd she go? Sorry. And there comes some more over there. And there's a mosquito in my ear. All right, we are gonna start heading back. I'm gonna finish my video on my phone here, guys, and not go back to the GoPro, because we're just gonna follow the trail back the way we came. This was just unbelievably beautiful. I can't even describe it in words that make sense. I'm going to come down here and try to get a picture, show you where I was standing, if I can even get an angle of it. I was out there on that jut of land, and I was right leaning up against, where's my camera, where's my finger? Those trees right there, out on that jut of land, kind of clinging to those while videoing. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. It's down there on the bottom right of your video screen, and it's also down by the description or the name of the video. If you want to get notified of future videos, hit the bell. That's the notification button. Man, this has been a blast, guys. I'm heading back. We're going to tack on some sunset at the end of this for you so you can see what the sunset was like. And I really appreciate you coming along with me today. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video, next trail. Bye-bye. I tell you what, guys, think I'm going to have to beg off on that sunset for you. This storm that was to the south is starting to get much closer. I'm partially running back, partially walking. I'm pretty close to the being back, but the thunder's just about on top of me now. Luckily, I am pretty low here, so I'm not a huge lightning risk, but I'm afraid the sunset's probably not going to happen because we're getting overcast. I am just about back to the end, though, so no worries about me. I'm not going to get rained on. I don't think. Shouldn't jinx it, I guess. Yeah. I was just saying I made it back in half the time it took me to go out.
The lightning got a little closer. I got some great shots of that.
Yeah, look at that, man.
Fog coming in. Yeah, but it's
beautiful.
Spread out now.
Yeah, it was all.
That's too close for me.
It was all to the south. I got these guys from the.
Oh yeah.
I was on the overlook and got them.
Okay.
That's it.
Close enough for me.
Yeah. No sunset tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. There's our sunset. It did not work out. It's storming hard. See you next time. Bye-bye.